Jason Aaron, Jim Town, and Frank Martin go on one final ride as the All-Rider confronts the Multiversal Masters of Evil alone in a bid to stop them from fulfilling Mephisto's plan on killing the multiverse. Jason Aaron rounds out the Avengers Forever pre-Avengers Assemble Alpha storyline this issue with a Robbie Reyes focused issue that follows up on Aaron's story with Ghost Rider becoming the ultimate Ghost Rider and what that costs him as a human. The story however ended up being a little predictable, with the Rider deciding to save Robbie's humanity rather than kill the Doom above all, thus helping kickstart the big Avengers Assemble event. All of the stuff with the Rider knowing what is coming and having to make a choice between Robbie, the man he's been with for a few years now, or the people of the multiverse was great, and it had that really great epic Jason Aaron feel to it, just like what I remember feeling when I read his Thor series. It had this grand scale to it all. The death of Deathlock as well was great, since it was just so sudden and happened right at the end of the issue, so we still haven't gotten a definitive, is he dead, is he not dead, is he going to be part of the Masters of Evil now since they have his body, what's going to happen to him? And it's kind of sad that he is dead, or at least not part of the group now, since he's been the shepherd of these heroes throughout this entire run, and he doesn't get to see the end result of his mission, which is a little sad. So I'm intrigued to see if Aaron steps in onto that storyline again and we get to see this Deathlock again somewhere down the line. Jim Tower and Frank Martin's artwork for the issue was fantastic and captured the action really well in fast-paced, well-sequenced action set pieces. All-Rider's sacrifice was done with some great colourful looking pages that, despite the character's face just being a normal human skull, managed to capture the character's emotions really well. Avengers Forever issue 11 was a predictable yet fun action-orientated issue that shored up some of the book's plot points before we head into the big Avengers Assemble series Jason Aaron is penning. I'm going to give this issue a 7.5 out of 10. Avengers Forever issue 11 finds Captain Nick Fury attacked by the Goblin Corps, who demand he stand down in the name of Norman Osborn. The Goblins tell helicarrier Zeta that they are under attack, thinking that the rebels have gone mad by sending one lone man. Deathlock appears next to the captain, blasting the goblins and backing the confused Nick up. Deathlock tells him that they are there to help as Ant-Man appears, shrinking some of the goblins as Tony tells Nick that all the people who thought he was crazy for thinking the world is wrong were the wrong ones, and they will fill him in soon, but they have to clean up his planet. Nick thinks they'll need an army for that, but Ant-Man says they only need him, signaling to Robbie Reyes the All-Rider, who drops from the Hell Charger and takes command of helicarrier Zeta, turning it into a weapon of hell that spits chains out to destroy the other helicarriers around it. Deathlock tells the heroes that their time is up and they have gathered all they can and they have to bring their army home. Tony is glad to finally get to meet this mysterious Avenger Prime, since Deathlock won't stop talking about him. Deathlock reveals that he worries that they don't have enough people, but Tony is confident in their team and they have Robbie. Deathlock is unsure if they can call him that anymore, as the All-Rider knows that he's trying to tell Robbie his own name and remind him of who he is, who his brother Gabe is, and what he will be fighting for. He opens the trunk of the Charger to the portal to hell, and the souls of the damned call for him, telling him that another spirit of vengeance has fallen and they demand to be avenged. Tony and Deathlock come to talk with Robbie, concerned of what he is doing to himself by being the All-Rider. Tony thinks that Avenger Prime can help him turn back into the human form of Robbie, but the All-Rider doesn't want to go with them. Tony tells Robbie he is their ride out of there and he can't go and do this alone. Robbie traps them on the deck of the helicarrier with his chains, telling them not to try and stop him since they wouldn't be able to anyway. The Multiversal Masters of Evil meanwhile kill another Earth's heroes, knowing that the final Earth left is 616. Kid Thanos doesn't understand what's so special about this world, as Black Skull's symbiote goes crazy, leaving his host's body and latching onto King Killmonger. Skull says that he has no control of the symbiote and it's panicking because they are under attack. Kid Thanos wonders what would be stupid enough to attack them as the Ghost Rider bowls them all over. Dark Phoenix isn't all concerned about this, but realizes this isn't a regular Ghost Rider as she is pulled towards the Charger's trunk into the portal of hell. Ghost Goblin knows that the Ghost Rider is the one who defeated Black Skull on Earth 818, surprising even Doom. Goblin tells his friends that killing a Rider is near impossible since he's killed 417 of them, yet there is always always room for one more. The Spirit's Goblin has call Robbie the All-Rider as he comes in for an attack, but Robbie tells them that he is not the Ghost Rider anymore, obliterating Ghost Goblin in a single blow. Doom above all approaches the hero, knowing that through the entire multiverse and through countless Star Brands and Phoenixes, one thing has eluded him: a challenge. All-Rider says that he isn't a challenge, he's all of the pain Doom has ever inflicted and all his sins given flesh and fists. Robbie continues to beat down Doom, but the villain frees himself and blasts a hole in the All-Rider, but it does nothing to stop Robbie, who tells the villain that he is all of the rage of the world that he has ravaged and is Doom's penance. All-Rider begins the penance stare, disregarding Doom's attacks as he marches towards the villain, scaring Dr. Doom. The Rider tells himself that Robbie Reyes was a good kid who loved his family with all his heart and he was a hell of a street racer, but most of all, he was unlucky since he is about to die. All-Rider knows that Robbie is aware he's about to die as his last breath turns to ash in his mouth, and still, Doom is not dead, despite enduring enough agony and pain of his own sins to shatter 1,000 psychopaths into 1,000,000 pieces. All-Rider knows that his full power needs to be unleashed to undo Mephisto's plans and save infinity. Unleashing that power will mean Robbie dies, but trading one life for trillions is not a hard decision. The Rider makes a choice, but he's not doing it for the unknown souls across creation, he's doing it for Gabe Reyes. The Rider chooses to save Robbie, stopping the power from being unleashed as Ant-Man and Deathlock arrive, using Tony's tech to try and shrink Doom down as Deathlock tries to help Robbie, who is still burning hot from the penance stare. Tony finds Doom difficult to shrink to a microscopic level as Dark Phoenix returns, telling the heroes that they have earned themselves a special death by her hand, a profoundly painful one. Ant-Man thinks that it's time to leave, but Deathlock wants him to get Robbie out of there, telling Robbie that he has someone to get back to, and this isn't his last ride, it's Deathlock's. Deathlock attacks Dark Phoenix, telling the woman that he does not fear death since he's a Deathlock and he is a soldier of the Avenger Prime. Suddenly, the small Doom above all flies straight through Deathlock's head, killing him instantly. Phoenix knows that the others have escaped, but Doom knows where exactly they are going, and when they finally finish the slaughter, no Avenger will be getting out alive.